Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Movie Madness, the show where I take a movie, break it down and tell you a wee bit more about my thoughts and feelings and why I love the movie so much and what makes the movie to me so special. Anyway, so it's not really a review, so just to let you guys know, it's not a review in case you're just new to this series. So yeah, the movie I'm going to talk about today is of course Willow, 1988. By Ron Howard and George Lucas. And now this is a childhood absolute classic. This, to me, and I just recently watched it there with my best friend about a night ago. She had never seen the movie before. I'd seen it with thousands and thousands of times. I could even give you a part in it, you know. So I mean, I think she liked it, you know. I forgot to ask her, but I think she did enjoy it. You've got the brownies, you know. She likes them characters. So yeah, I mean, it's a movie that I think, especially any kid of the 80s that grew up watching it, it touched a lot of people's hearts. I think a lot of people in this, I mean, it is forgotten about as well. Some people that haven't seen it. And for those that haven't seen it, basically I'll give you a wee quick info what the movie's about. Anyway, it's a fantasy action film, right? Willow, which is played by a wee character called Warwick Davis. Basically, there was this kingdom where a princess has been born, and that's a threat to the evil Queen Bad Murder. So the midwife that's working in the castle manages to escape with the baby, and before she gets killed she manages to put the baby in a basket and send it down the river. Not even a basket, just put it in some kind of, you know, it's like a basket but it's not, it's like, oh, the words have just fell out my head, and send it down the river, which ends up coming into a wee village, which is Willow's village. He comes across it and ends up being stuck with this baby. They find out that this baby, the child is special and has to be taken across all the different kingdoms, and eventually they go on their crusade and they run into a warrior named Mad Mardigan, played by Val Kilmer. So a lot of things happen in between. Like I says, I could tell you the whole film because I know it off by heart, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to tell you the basic plot. Basically, they've got to try and get this baby through the kingdom in order to get rid of the queen, kill the Queen Bad Murder. So a lot of different things happen to them on their adventures all the way through in order to get there. I mean, they're running into wee brownies. One of them played by Kevin Pollak, who's a great comedian. And so for some weird reason they've got French accents. I always found that funny. I always found that this way, that way. I always found that just anyway. So yeah, it's a really great film. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend to get watching it. While I'm talking about this movie, I want to give a shout out on this video. I want to give a shout out to Kevin Dr. Hasseline. Dr. Hasseline. Sorry if I butchered your name, because that's what I do, I butcher names. But I just want to give a big shout out to him. He just recently added me on Facebook. He commented on my photograph of Willow that I posted last night. Just saying that he really loves that movie. His exact words were, he loves the shit out of that movie. So that was his exact words. So I want to give him a shout out on this video. Also that he actually gave a shout out in one of my videos on my Movie Madness series. So I also want to let you guys know, if you do watch my videos, check out his Facebook channel, which is Cinematic Randomness. I will be leaving a link for his channel down here at the bottom of my video, and I'll also leave a link for his Facebook channel at the bottom of this video so you guys can check that out. It's either going to be one of these corners as well. Something might pop up. I've not actually. Maybe that corner or that corner. So I was watching one of his videos on his channel a while back, and it was one of his DVD Blu-ray update videos, and they happened to be talking about I think they just got the DVD The Man Who Knew Too Much with Bill Murray, and because Joanne Whalley, who plays Saoirse in that film, is in that film, the two of them were talking. Him and Kevin and Hannah were talking, and Kevin said to Hannah that obviously Joanne Whalley, she was in Willow, and so I liked that little reference to Willow as you were talking about that in the video. So I thought I'd give that a wee nod to the. Thanks very much. I enjoyed that. It made me smile that bit. So yeah, definitely check out his channel. If you like it, subscribe. You know, support him. You know. Anyway, guys, going back to Willow, what makes Willow for me so special is the fact that every time I watch it, doesn't matter where I am, always reminds me of my childhood. Like every other film I've just basically talked about for the last couple of days, it's always reminded me of my childhood. And this is one that I never owned in VHS. I never ever owned the VHS, but one of my pals had the VHS of this, and I borrowed it obsessively. Borrowed it. I think I nearly wore the tape of his video out. And so eventually the DVD, I think early 2000, the DVD came out, and so I eventually bought the DVD. And it was just to recently, maybe the last couple of years, maybe 2013, the Blu-ray release got released for Willow, and I was happy with it, but the only one thing I'm disappointed about it was they missed the commentary off the DVD, which I quite liked, listening to Warwick Davis's commentary. But it was a very minor for some of the stuff that we already had and some new stuff that we got. So, but definitely, if you haven't seen Willow and you've watched you like a lot of 80s sci-fi movies or fantasy movies or anything that kind of genre, check out Willow. It's a must check out. Val Kilmer's done a lot of good films. I will give him that. There's a lot of Val Kilmer films I really do like, and I'd recommend to you. But this is one. I mean, this is one of my top Val Kilmer movies. He was an okay Batman, not the best Batman in my opinion. He was an okay Batman. So, I mean, I don't think that would be on my top. But I mean, all movies and all that are subjective. Everybody has a title to all their different what they prefer and what movies he's done. But I would say this is Val Kilmer's best. That, and I know he's done a lot of other ones that I really like Ghost in the Darkness, for example. That's another one of my top favourites. But definitely, this is you know, I think everybody's in their top favourites. Obviously the Queen Badmorda, played by Jane Mash. I've seen her in a few things. She was the Wicked Witch in Return to Oz, and of course I think I've seen her in an Alfred Hitchcock film. Can't mind what the name of it now was. It'd come back to me, but because the camera's on, as soon as I turn the camera off, there it'll come back to me. So definitely Willow is one to check out, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below, guys. Let me know down here what you think. Do you like Willow? Do you love Willow? Is it one of your favourites? Did you grow up with it? Have you seen it? Have you not seen it? Go check it out, guys. Get a hold of it somewhere, DVD or video, or don't even know if you've got a video player, but find it, get a hold of it somehow, DVD or Blu-ray. You can get it anywhere today. So that's really all I have to say for this video, guys. Don't forget to check out Kevin Dr. Haslin's YouTube, and of course his Facebook as well, Cinema Randoms. Just terrible today. Thanks very much for watching this video, guys. There's not much more I can say. I love Willow so much. And I'm glad one of my best friends got to see it, because it was a movie I grew up with, and you know, maybe one day she could show it to somebody else, and everybody it goes on and goes on and it grows still. So anyway guys, thanks very much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.